You've reflected on your values, you've mapped out some big picture planning, and now it's time to bring it all together with your monthly calendars. In this video, I will show you how to add your birthdays and anniversaries, scheduled events, and even set a color theme for them so your planner feels organized but flexible for going into the new year. This is part 3 of our 2026 Sprouted Planner setup series. If you've been following along this whole time, you've already done the deep work. Your values and big pictures are set. Now, we'll finish our planner setup with, just like I said, I'm just going to repeat myself, monthly calendar, color schemes, and the inaugural moving of your pocket crap from one pocket to the next. If you missed part 1 or 2, I will link them below so you can start at the beginning. In the words of the politically correct Black Eyed Peas song, let's get it started. First things first, pick a color theme. So this is a completely optional step. If you don't use any sort of markers, highlighters, or dot stickers in your planner for appointments, events, etc., then skip ahead of this section. If you are on the color train, I think it's really helpful to designate your colors ahead of time. Using colors in your planners not only adds a pretty flair, but it also provides a shortcut for your brain. If a certain color is designated to your kids' school stuff, like their school colors, you can quickly identify that on your calendar. So I feel like there's 2 camps here. Camp 1, color coding different areas of your life, or camp 2, choosing one color per month as a theme color. Okay, there's way more camps here, but we're just gonna pretend there's these 2 for now. Either way, this is a great time to decide your colors. So if you're camp 1, that is color coding different areas, list your areas, then designate a color that makes sense for that. So I suggest doing this on a scrap piece of paper. We are going to use our mini notebook here. But do this so you can brainstorm the different areas of your life. You can condense it. You can test out colors. Do this before you add it to your planner as official color code key. You can use your current planner, look at your monthly plans, and you can just see what kind of appointments you put on there, what kind of events you put on there. You could just start doing a brain dump of appointments and things that you put down, and then you can kind of condense it. So however this works for you. For me, here's my areas. So I know I have kid stuff. So this is school, extracurricular, appointments. I'm just gonna put that as big bucket kid stuff. Then I have business, as in Sprouted Planner. I have for myself appointments. So this is medical, car maintenance, anything like that. So I have my appointments, and then I have personal. So this is usually, I kind of think of this as like the funsy stuff, like dates, dinners, coffee with people, parties, etc. Since I go on so many parties. And then we have birthday and anniversaries. I'm writing this at a weird angle and fast, so it's snappy. Sorry about that. So I could even simplify this even more by combining these 2 things if I wanted to. So another quick note about the benefit of this kind of color coding is I know for some people who track this for taxes or insurance, they like being able to quickly identify when they have appointments, like medical appointments. So you write all that down, and then you would pick out colors that you want to do it with. That's my super organized markers. So I have I love these Zig Clean color dots. So I bought a huge pack of them. There's even more. I'm just not gonna go through here. So you can pick your colors, and then you could really just designate. So for example, I think this is more pink. My kids' school, their color is red. So I've kind of always made as red as you can get. Business. My business colors are kind of purple bluish. See, this is where I don't know. Let me test over here. It's purpley, bluey. Huh, bluey. I love that show. I'd probably do business, this blue. Appointments, you could do yellow, personal. I love the color purple, and birthdays and anniversaries could be green. Okay, so you could lay it out like that, play around with it, test colors, combine areas. So you do that, you can do that on a scrap piece of paper. That is how you would do this Camp 1 color coding. Camp 2 is you choose a color to stick with for each month. So every obligation you have will be in this color for the month. I have to say, this way is appealing to me more and more because it's just so clean and pretty. So for example, this isn't great. I'm not the best decorator, but this is my current planner. Obviously it's kind of orangey copper color. And then I pre-filled out all my swimming here. So it's kind of a bummer, but everything else I just decided to stick with that orangey copper color. And it's just so, it's great. It's just so clean versus, you know, this is more trying to do that color coding type situation, which works as well. But I'm just really digging this one color. It looks nicer. It maybe not be able to help your brain shortcut things, but it makes your brain happy aesthetically. So if you go this route, then you would write down you would repeat like we did the first time, except for obviously you'd write down every single month, etc. And then you just designate. So January could be that deep blue, February, Avi is gonna be red, or you could do more of a pink, kind of, ooh, no, too pink. I like this pink color, not how it actually turned out. Obviously March green, April could be your purple, etc., etc. So let's talk tools here. So I have been using the circle stickers that come with your Sprouted planner. And this has been great because they are the perfect size for that monthly spread. Let me show you again in my current planner. See, it's hard to tell because I've done both. Okay, so for example, this is a sticker. This is a dot marker. But it fits really nicely in those rows there. However, I have been moving more towards these dot markers. And like I said before, you can find different kinds of these online, but I personally love these Zig Clean color dots. So I'll put a link for these in the notes below. But you could choose different color packs, so it makes it really easy to color code. Also, throwing back to the stickers, we also have icon stickers in here. So if you love doing, you have a dentist appointment, or you have a medical appointment, or you're going out to dinner or coffee, people's birthdays, that is all in here, which is great. So you decide your color coding system. And now that you've decided it, you have to make a key for it somewhere. So I think a great spot for the keys, let me move these, in your front, just before the start of the month, you have your 2 blank pages, the dot grid 2 pages and then the line pages. So you could pick either one of these pages to put your color key. If you're really ambitious, you could absolutely put your color key at each month. So you could do it here, you could put it down here, or you could even do it somewhere in your dashboard. Now that we have our color system nailed down, let's start by adding birthdays and anniversaries to your calendar. So these are great opportunities to connect with your people. I love to add these, birthdays and anniversaries that is, to the bottom row, this very bottom part of the day. You could also add it up here, that'd be a great option for it. You can see that again, like right here. I did a little birthday sticker. So that is where I put it. Let's see, I have another birthday up here, another birthday down here. That's where I like to put them. If you don't want them on your actual calendar, you could put them right here too as reminders, or you could put them in the same row as the week that it's gonna be on. That way it doesn't clutter up your space. Or again, you could put it right on your dashboard. So I did my dashboard up here, birthdays and events. So I have my birthdays. You're gonna figure out where you want these, and then you're going to use your decided color system to add these in here. Or you could do it with like a special symbol, like a heart or a star, or like you saw, like a sticker, so they stand out at a glance. Super simple way to do this year over year is to have a perpetual calendar where you store all of these dates. Then you just whip out that piece of paper every year and start marking. So this is a really old one I have, but it's working. My daughter even decided to add a couple on here herself, so that's sweet. I have a free printable of these that you can grab. I will link that below. It looks very similar to this. It's just updated, new branding, a little bit different, but basically the same. Okay, once you go through your entire planner and do this, next up, add appointments and fixed events. So that is anything already scheduled, doctor visits, school dates, travel, or work deadlines or schedules. So you see how this color code system comes in clutch? You already have that decided. You just gotta get the right color and fill everything in. This is why I don't actually fill out my planner on camera, because apparently you cannot do this. After you fill in all the dates you already know, now is a great time to add anything else for overachievers. So here's a few ideas. So if you decorate your planner, you can decorate your monthly spreads ahead of time, or you can set up the bones of your planner dashboard. I know people are way more clever than I am. But what I mean by that is you could set up these little stickers, set up the little flag. You do the same thing every month. You could just get these all set up so that it's ready to get filled in. You could designate monthly themes. So finance January, people February, etc. You could write these up here on the header, or you could create a monthly bucket list or goals. So again, if you're feeling extra, now would be a great time to do that. Personally, knowing how much can change from month to month, I'm a big fan of planning out my months as they come and not prescribing anything too big to them ahead of time. But I do love the idea of decorating them ahead of time. So I'm ready to plan when it inevitably comes to the last day of the month and I've done squat to plan for the next month. As our last step, we move our crap from one pocket to the next. So first things first, you want to go through it. Like I said, I was using dot stickers for this. And the benefit of having your own planner company is when you have planners that don't sell, you can just cut this out from the old planner. I might save these, I might not. I have my beautifully folded perpetual calendar. Definitely want to keep this. And then I have a random project list from 2023. I don't know what my thinking was moving this now 2 years ahead, but we're gonna let that one go. So you take this and you move it into your new pocket. So don't forget, you now have a double-sided pocket in the back to store even more crap. Okay. Now your 2026 planner is fully set up. How exciting is that? From your core values to your big picture to your calendars. Bring it on, 2026. I deeply believe planners are tools and planning is self-care. So now you've built a tool that will support you in your year ahead. Every time I set up my planner, I like to end it with a prayer, or you could end yours with an affirmation. If you're not sure what to pray or affirm or say, I've included both in the notes below that you can use. I will literally put my hands on top of my closed planner, take a big deep breath, and then say it. I think that's just such a beautiful way to kind of end that planning session and ready your heart for the year ahead. If you did enjoy this series, I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up just so I can just know to keep going. Keep going, Heather. These videos are hard, but just people like it, so keep going. And subscribe if you haven't, because then you'll be notified when I put a new video up, especially if you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. Like Alexis, thank you. Okay, and by we, I mean me, I will be sharing more ways to use your Sprouter Planner in the year ahead. And if you don't have your 2026 Sprouter Planner yet, don't panic. Just go to sprouterplanner.com, check out the planners, See what speaks to your soul. There's free printables on there too with all the layouts, so give those a try. And then get one of those into your hands so you can start setting yours up today. I mean, you know, in like a week, because checkout and packing the order and shipping and you get it. You know what I'm saying. Okay, now let's hear from you. What was your favorite part of this whole setup process? Was it doing your values? Was it doing the big picture and strategy, or was it filling in everything on your calendars? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending your precious time watching this video and setting up your 2026 product planner. And I will see you on the next one. Okay, first things first, I just put this on. It's Moroccan oil hand cream, but it smells delicious. Back to our regularly scheduled program. To store even more crap. You're certainly welcome, hoarder.